Hello everybody, welcome back to Combat Patrol Magazine, issue 38 from the Hatchet and Partworks magazine. So here we go, part 2 of 2, the Hell Brew. One sprue, vinyl sprue with 60mm base. And looking, here we go. Art in the background, got some Chaos Terminators there. Some cultists. So part 2 of 2, there he is. And today we're going to be covering the Hellbrew, Warzone, M-Film and Noble. So on how to paint our Hellbrew. Undercoat him, I've done black. Looks like they're using squig orange for his skin. I'm going to avoid that bit like the plague as we're covering Noble in here, and I am thinking of doing Bugsman Glow as a base colour for the skin, if you like, for the Hellbrew. So here we go, here's our paints. Lead Belcher, more Lead Belcher, Retributor armour, some Wraithbone there for the horns, for example. Rackard Flash for the pipes, Mephiston Red. And as I always say, it's a work in progress. And our infamous Noon Oil, got that Noon Oil everywhere. Obviously they're using Noon Oil just for metallic bearing surfaces, and then for the Agric Earthshade, his flesh, and his horns. Well, there you go. Caribou Crimson actually put the skin there as well. And there it is, work in progress. Ready for the tabletop. So, Warzone Nymphalion. After the fall of Cadia, much of the galaxy was consumed by warp storms. Communication between worlds was severed. Gradually, these storms began to subside, but some areas, like the Noon Sector, remained mysteriously silent. Troops were sent to investigate. Nothing could have prepared them for what they had found. So there you go, bit of a read. Anyone wants to have a read? Obviously, the factions covering here: Imperium. An Imperial battle group discovers panicked inhabitants of the system, fleeing terror for the Necrons after sending out a desperate distress call. The battle group mounts an offensive while they wait for reinforcements. And Necrons, which I was very surprised is not going to be in this, obviously in the Combat Patrol magazine, but the last series is that they did of Imperium magazine. That's where the Necrons came into it, fighting everyone else, the Imperium, including Bobby G. So, Battlefronts. So, there you go, they show some Battlefronts here. Lomar system, Scarran system, and the Maratika system. Some maps here, and there's your sort of keywords there. Your nodal system, plundered still system, Ordo Xenos clearance Crimson, and outline system. So there's the map. Very nice. On to the page. Here we go. We've got some main characters here of that war. So many great heroes and villains fought in the war zone. Although seldom do people agree on which famous figure fits into which category, here we look at individuals from both sides of the conflict whose names are whispered with hushed respect or with tremulous terror. So we've got Bob G there. We've got Illuminator, Ceres, whoever that is, Necron. Ephraim Stern, obviously assists as a battle there. And the Silent King. What's covered on that one? So, favourite of the gods. So, some of those who follow the great Chaos powers will dedicate themselves to a single one of the gods, bargaining their souls away for whatever they most desire. These magical followers will often serve until their deaths, striving after the rewards of the glory that they patronally can offer them. Basically, for any of these guys, who the fuck would want to form the Chaos? I mean, Death Guard, you're gonna stink and you're gonna look like shit for the rest of your life. Fucking guts hanging out and stuff. I think it was me. I don't know, maybe a World Eater. I reckon. yeah. So here we go, Emperor's Children, obviously Fossil and Nash covering there. 1,000 Suns for each, and Nurgle. Look like shit for the rest of your life. And there they are. So I'll just leave that there. And once I read about Nurgle's smelly plans and stench and rot and fucking disgusting farts. So some wassets they have here in Nurgle. As we all know, we have seen these in the models before. So here we go. We talk about stratagems for our play scenarios, covered in other parts of the previous magazines. Command points can be spent during the battle to use stratagems. All players can use the core stratagems presented here. Additional stratagems can be found in codexes and other publications. Obviously, when you're obviously getting your armies, that is the best way. Start getting the codexes for whichever one you want to play with most, and obviously build on that army. And in there, in the codexes, if you're new to Warhammer 40,000, you'll have all these obviously in your codexes. I do have codexes here, especially for some of the latest ones like the Emperor's Children. So maybe next time, if we do cover stratagems, I'll get that out and we'll have a gander, see what they've got. Anyway, moving on. Obviously, here they have more of them. And then, scenario 24, Gauntlet of Pain. Crazed Hellbrute has broken away from the army. The Chaos Space Marine is driven to the madness by his torment. He plunges away from the safety of the lines, countering the last range of surprise troops from several different enemy armies. So we've got a deployment, how he's going to win. The set battle map as follows. Hellbrute there. They want you to use battle mats 1 and 2. And opposing deployment here. His stage table. Scoring track. Booms of Chaos. Customize your own enemy table. Actually, as it says there, stage 1, 2 Infernus Marines, 5 plus 5 Guardian Defenders from the Eldari. So we're pretty much covering everyone there, from Space Marines to Eldari to the Tyranids, even a Psychophage in the bottom. So was it an end scenario? Here we go. Was it the Hellbrute's defeat or victory? And more factions join the fight. So obviously look forward to future issues where we're going to be getting a new map with issue 41. There's our Orcs, there's our Leagues of Voltan. And look forward to future issues. Issue 39, where we've got our 5 Wraithguard, new scenario, strategic reserves. And then issue 40, our 5 Chaos Terminators. And that is it. Thank you all for watching. Please like, please subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you all very soon on the next video. Take care for now. Bye bye.